Hello, my peeps. Okay. I think I got it. It is Tracey, independent Stewart, independent Stampin Demonstrator, and friend of the neighborhood paper pusher. Trying to do 17 things at once at the last minute. I was all ready to log on, but I told my son I wanted him and the dog to go so they wouldn't be so noisy. So he chose 5 minutes to 7 to go, and the dog is so excited and caterwauling to beat the band. And I'm trying to put a reminder on Facebook, but it is not letting me. I don't understand. So I'm just gonna do a couple things and close all those things down because they're not working anyways. Okay, what are the chances that my comments will show up? Ooh, oh my goodness, people, I can see the chat. I can see a comment. Yay! Hello, Tamara. I swear to God, I have tried everything and I cannot make those comments show up on time. I am so excited that I can see comments. Now, I hope that everybody who's ever thought of tuning in picked tonight to tune in, because I'm going to show you the most awesome chicken you've ever seen. That's right. It is absolutely, thank you, Tamara. It has absolutely nothing to do with stamping. My son and I like these gluten-free chicken chunks. They're like real chicken. They got this great breading. They're gluten-free. They are, yeah, no kidding. They are expensive, but they are so tasty. So we get them and we do them in the air fryer, and they're awesome. Now, two things happened today. I put the exact same amount of chicken in the exact same air fryer at the exact same temperature for the exact same time. And oh, were they crunchy? Like, well done. I do not know why. Everything was just hotter than normal. But here's the most exciting part. And I saved one of them because I was so impressed. Look at this chicken. Oops, I got the wrong angle there. Okay, this is a chicken chunk, perfectly shaped like a chicken. Okay, I know you're all out there and you're all like, oh my God, Tracey, that's the most amazing thing. You just haven't had the time to type it in the comments. So I'm going to tell you that, yes, my very well done chicken looks just like a chicken. I totally made my night. Now, in truth, you probably are all reacting the same way as my son did when I showed him, and he went, Anywho, let's get started. I know I need to get on more, no kidding. Let's get started because I have like a whole bunch of little tidbits for you tonight. Little bits and pieces. Let's see what's up Wednesday. Okay, first off, as I predicted from the catalog, the banner kit is out today. I think it's stunning. I think you can make tags. I think you can make cards. I think you can make ornaments. I think you could make it just like a really cool advent calendar. Now, these are 4x3. I was actually going to cut a piece of paper that was 4x3. Let's see what this one is. So advent calendars don't all have to be chocolate. I mean, why wouldn't they? But they don't have to be. You could make, so this is just slightly bigger than 4x3, so that, I got a big mitt. That's a pretty good size envelope. You could put little activities in them. You could put chocolates. You could put little quotes. You could put jokes. You could put sayings. You could put puzzle pieces. When my son was little, I used to buy like a package of like the mid-size pack of Lego. And then it took forever. I would photocopy and cut up the instructions so that there was a little bit of instructions. I would divide it into 24. And so each day he didn't know what the final product was. Each day he just made a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And so I would just put like a little baggie with the Lego pieces and that chunk of instructions in it. It was a fun advent calendar. It was just very time consuming to start. And then at the end, you had a cool Lego set. You could do so many things with these things. You could put a different tea bag every day. You could, there's just, anyways, I love it. I have mentioned before, and if you caught my Blair Witch live the other day, you will know that there is an awesome starter kit deal going on. And I did the math and I showed you a bunch of products and stuff. So you can watch that one. But here's what I'm telling you. I'll use the same props that I used the other day because it's all about the math and getting you the most free stuff. So you could buy, just a minute, I gotta get my things ready. You could buy, I dropped them, otherwise I would have been ready, $87 worth of product. Pay the shipping, pay the tax, it costs you $102.27. Or you can take this option one of the starter kit, get 35% off the regular price, but instead of getting $87.75, you're actually going to get $165 worth of product. Now I came as close as I could. On this one, I could make it exact, and on this one. This one's a $164.75, so pretty close. Which if you had just bought on its own with shipping and tax would cost you $192.01. But because this is the deal, boom, $87.75, no shipping, no tax for $164 or $165 worth of product. Or you can take the regular $135 price, which would normally get you the same $165 worth of stuff, and you can take 35% more, which means you get $227.75, which if you added shipping and tax to would actually cost you $259.61. But you can get all of that for $135, no shipping, no tax. So 2 price points, 2 large amounts of stuff to get. Like that alone is just free, plus a paper pumpkin kit, plus admission to the onstage event coming up, a virtual full day event full of ideas and creativity and sneak peeks, and you get to order early, which is one of my favorite things. That's worth $102. And a whole bunch of like catalogs and stuff that you can pass out to your friends and that, so you guys can all get excited. I know, isn't it, Tamara? It's an amazing deal. Best part, fun, community, resources. I go on and on about being a demonstrator. I really do love it. If you have questions, if you want to join, let me know. I got links, I got stuff. It's awesome. This Saturday, after my son and I go to the chiropractor, we will be partaking. That was an important detail you needed to know, but it just so happens to be where we're going first. We will be partaking in World Card Making Day. That is free registration. If you are, I posted it a couple times, but I will try to remember to post it after this too in the follow-up link. It's free. You can go online. It's 3 hours. Again, just watch them make a bunch of different cards. Maybe see some sneak peeks from the upcoming January catalog. It's fun. It's just 3 hours of creativity and getting excited over crafting stuff. I love it. Let me see. I forgot my poster. Next Thursday, the 12th, I am doing, this is the wrong poster. Just here, let me just do this for now. Is our next midweek escape, and we are making military and Remembrance Day cards. So these are just some ideas. I have a couple sets. They are all retired, but we are using them anyways because they are some of the best sets ever. So we're going to make some poppy cards. I left the actual 3 main ones we were going to make at the place we're making them. I know free is my favorite too. So here's just an idea. We're going to make some poppy cards. We're going to make some military cards. There's lots of options. We got the cute booth. There's so many things. So that's next Thursday. It's 6 o'clock at Nourish. And not only do you get to make some awesome cards and chat with people and have a good time, oh my goodness, the best smoothies ever. So there's that. Then we have Ladies Night coming up the week after that. I'm very excited about that. We have Extravaganza coming up on the 14th. I am working on PDFs and treats, and this is why I'm in treat mode. I'm showing you a treat tonight because I'm in treat mode, getting ready for anytime I have an event. I like to have table treats. My next Christmas event, I only have a couple seats left for this one. 4th of November, it's a Saturday. Usually we do Sunday afternoon, but I got some people that Saturday works better for, so I tried to mix it up a bit this time. So from 10 to 4, you get the Memories and More cards, the Memories and More card bases, package of embellishments, and then access to a bunch of other little things that you might need. I'll show you how to make boxes out of your card base. We'll do stuff. We'll chat, we'll snack, we'll make some stuff. The bear bundle is awesome. There you go. You keep die cutting. Multitasking, that's awesome. So yeah, there's only a couple spots left though, and these cards are currently out of stock, but they should be back next week. And so I need to know if anybody else is coming. You need to let me know right away and register, because then I check every day, but I can be hounding for these cards to make sure that you have your stuff, because they're awesome and they just make it so much fun. I think that's it. I have on stage in November. We're getting ready already. We haven't even done this stuff yet, and I'm already starting to make plans for our January catalog launch, and our spring extravaganza. I'm having so much fun. I love to get together with you guys and craft, and I'm having so much fun planning events. And like I said, it's not an event if you don't have a treat on the table. So I'm not showing you any of the treats for any of the upcoming events, but I will show you. I think I showed you last week how I was making these pumpkins that went on. Now, let me just see if I can do this without causing like absolute disaster. I have this like old lady tool at my desk, and I'm going to see if I can get my wreath. Oh, see, I keep my wreath hanging on my camera. Look at me go. Okay. Okay, now I can't get my old lady tool back where it belongs. Okay, so remember last week I showed you my October version of the wreath with these pumpkins made with the little ovals. And I have made a bunch of them for various different treat holders. My desk is surrounded in pumpkins. So I had the pumpkins I made last time though, and I had a couple left over. So I thought, well, I have to do something with them. So I just made a couple quick treat holders. And as I was making it, I thought, these things are so quick. Have I ever actually showed you guys how to make these? Because they're really nice. This one happens to be coffee break in a bag, as I like to call it. So I used my pumpkin that I made last week. So I made a nice little fall themed one. I found these on Amazon. Tim Hortons Double Double. Just add water. I'm not actually a Tim Hortons coffee drinker, or coffee drinker in general, but I thought, well, what a cool idea is that? I hope they're good. The little airplane cookies, or Biscoff as they're officially known. Got one of those in there. I have a couple chocolates in there. And then I made these little mini cards, which I've shown you once before. And I thought I'm going to give you a quick review because they're perfect for in here. I have this on there to show you. I could put like just a sentiment on the outside. If you didn't want to make the little mini card, you could just put a sentiment on there and just like stick all your treats in there. But I thought, nope, I want to put a little card in there that I can say, you know, thank you for always being so awesome. You're awesome. So I made a little mini card. And look at these little things with the little mini stamps. I'm also going to show you. See this little pumpkin dude here? You know how pumpkins have the runners on them? Well, did you know that you can like perm our twine and usually our ribbons? I'll show you how I did that. It's so easy, but it just, instead of just having sprigs, or they're not sprigs, they're whatever, little like tendrils hanging down, which I do quite like how this one went with the curling in it. That's another one I made last week that's been sitting on my desk. But to make it look like this gives you the illusion of the runners from the pumpkin. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. But yeah, I just thought this was cute because then you could just pop this little card. Got the chocolate in the way. In behind the chocolate, and there's the little thank you. Now you could put a gift card in here. You could put chocolate bars. You could put other kinds of chocolates, like anything fairly flat. This is a pretty hefty little one, but it's cool. Now, before we make another one, so I'll show you how to make that one. I'll just give you the reminder that we did this before, but these are the little mini cards. So I had made a whole bunch of them, and they're just fun to like a little note, just to pop in things. Most of the time, I make them with the scraps on my desk. But I do have a couple extra pieces cut, because when you cut something, you can cut like an entire sheet up, right, to make these things. So you get kind of two versions of them. You get the landscape version and the portrait version, right? And then in this case, I usually make little layers that can go on them. The layers can be all sorts of things. Like I said, these were all, some of them were stamped, some of them were just scraps off the desk, whatever you're going for. But this is the beauty of it though. And the reason that they are the size that they are is, as Tamara would say, here, you want to screenshot this? I will take a picture of this and post it later. This might, fancy graphs. But this is just a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. And you're basically cutting it into 8 pieces. So you're going to get 8 each time. And depending if you want them to open portrait like this, that's what I'm doing this one-handed. I'm trying to hold my book still. Like this is the top one. And then, oops, I've lost my landscape one. And if you want them to open landscape, then you cut them like this. And it really, you take one sheet, you take the sheet all at once. You do the score lines first, then you just cut them apart. And now you've got a whole bunch of them. So I did that with this sheet. The one that's in there I used. So that's what I did. I scored the fourth piece too. So I made a score line here, a score line here. I cut them in half and I started cutting them apart. I just left this piece whole so you could get a better idea of what I was talking about. So it's very easy to do. I will post that afterward. And then they're fun. You don't need to put them on an envelope. You don't need to do anything else. You just add a little cutesy something on them. Look, I've got little embellishments. And they're fun just to pop into orders or in with anything you can pop them in with. So that's the cards. Okay, because I'm going to move away from the pumpkins. I'll show you this one really quick. So this is what I do to curl my pumpkins. Some of the ribbons you can use like a scissor, like you know the old-fashioned ribbon we used to get, where you'd put your thumb on it and you'd go like this and it would curl. You can do that with some of the ribbons, but here's what I found is the easiest way to do it with the twine. So I'm going to take my tendrils, and I'm taking, this is my old pokey tool, but I could, oops, as I throw things around on my desk, I could just as easily use my new one. And actually, yeah, this should work. So this one's a little bit narrower, but it should still work. And all I'm going to do is, so I've got my little tendrils that look like ready to go. I'm going to hold on to this knot, because if I don't hold very tightly onto this knot, I'm going to untie it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to twist my twine. And it's easier, it's better if you can keep them even, which I did not because I got distracted. Twist it around and pull it tight. And then when you release it, which I release it a little bit faster than I was planning to, but look at that. This my God, I'm stuck together. Try not to pull them apart or like pull them out straight as you do it. Which, and if you pull too hard on one of them and you unwrap it, you can just go back and do it again. Just like I said, hold on to the knot. So just wrap them around and give it a little bit of a pull, and then you let go. And look at that. You've permed your twine, and now it looks like little pumpkin tendrils. That's the cutest thing ever. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. So, how did I make said adorable treat bag? Well, I'm going to make a totally different one, or like different decoration, so you can sort of see what it is. I don't think there's a rule, maybe there is a rule about where you fold this, but you can take any one of these treat bags, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the big one, because if you'll remember, I want to say last Christmas, I think it was last Christmas, we had these little ones that came out with paper pumpkin. I still have some of them left because they were such nice bags and such a good deal that I bought extra. So I could definitely make a smaller one with this. All of my gift cards are in something, but I think a business card is fairly close. Here's the thing. If you're doing this as a business, you could also put your business card in these little things instead of a gift card with a couple chocolates or something. And these could be really cute little things to hand out at trade fairs or open houses or vendor fairs or at your craft classes. Just a little, you know, something for people to remember you by. So yeah, you can make it whatever size you want. In this case, I wanted to make sure my double fits. So all I did was I put my double, I'm going to keep saying that, my double into the top of the bag, and I folded up. So then I knew that it was deep enough for that little package. So I'm just going to pull that out so I can actually get a nice smooth little fold. So there we go. I'm going to put this back in here now so it's not in my way. So I've just folded it over, right? So I'm keeping the good side up. Now this side is the seam of the bag, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to cover it up anyways. So the first time I saw this, I believe it was the lovely Tamara Bertram who showed me how to make this the first time. She just wraps hers around. I like mine a bit more secure because I tend to put small stuff in them, like these little chocolates that are in here. I never did take them out, but and normally I don't, but this time I had like the chocolates come in different colors. So I had a blue and a red one together, but then I realized that this was red, so I swapped it out to make sure both chocolates were red, because the one blue one really stood out at that point. But yeah, sometimes they're very small and I don't want them to fall out. But if you're putting big stuff in, yeah, you could just at this point just wrap it, because I'm gonna put other stuff in. Now, don't do what I did the first time and put your tear and tape on this side, because you don't know where to stop and you'll go past where you want to. So don't do that. But if you go on the part that's folding up, then you know where to stop because you stop at the end of the bag. So start at this where you folded and put your tear and tape. And then, yeah, this bag is so easy. It is mostly the decorating. And like I said, if you hadn't done this little tear and tape step, you'd have been on to the decorating as soon as you folded your bag. So we're going to fold this up. I'm going to make sure I go nice and straight. There we go. So now what I've done, excuse me, is I have my big pocket and I've created a smaller pocket. So I can decide what I'm going to put in it. Now, in my case, I did put all my stuff in because I knew it was going to be a little bit thick. So I stuffed all my stuff in and then I tied the ribbon. In this case, I'm not exactly sure what I'm putting in it, but I know that it'll have like a little bit of bulk to it. So I'm going to put one of these Tim Hortons things in. Actually, you know what? A double double. I should have had a contest. Count how many times Tracey says double double. So here's some of the other things on my like little sitting on my desk. You can get coffee sticks. They don't exactly fit, like they're a little bit long, but I noticed as with most things, you could just kind of shake them around a little bit, and then you could stick a coffee in here. And I have more cookies because like I said, I'm working on treats. Put another, or you know what? I don't know if you can get 2 things of coffee out of here, but you can certainly get 2 things of cookies in here, right? So you could put whatever you want in there. So I could do that. And then I just had my business cards out too. You think I know where they are. And then put a little business card. And now it's coffee with Tracey, right? So stuff it how you will. So this one I put the ribbon on. Oh, those are my other suggestions, right? A little bit of cider, a little bit of tea, whatever works. So as I go to put these away, I also realized these come, the ones I'm using right now tonight, these are the in color ones, 2023, 2025 in color ones. And there's 5 each of the different color bags. And they are perfect for fall treats because they are those nice earthy fall colors. But at least 3 of them I could quite easily make into Christmas treats too, given the colors. So Christmas it is. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, no, this is Christmas. So I just grabbed a bunch of stuff out of my favorite set, my bear set. And then here's the other option. Instead of putting ribbon around it, you can put a piece of DSP around it. So you know how it is to make a belly band. And in this case, you're kind of making a belly band, but you don't have the intent of sliding it on and off. So we can just leave it. So we can kind of fasten it down. I'm going to trim this a little bit. So this was a 12-inch strip. And really, depending on what you're going to put in there would maybe dictate it. But at this point, I still need this to be about 11. I'm just going to take this out so that it's, I'm just cutting a chunk off. So that when I put my decorations on, I haven't wrapped it around so far that it's hanging out the other side because I don't want that. So we're going to do that. And I'm just going to put a bit of tear and tape on here. And I'm going to snug it up. I'm not going to secure it down because I don't have to. And the stuff above it is going to hold it in place too. Because honestly, I always figure if somebody wants to, if they're done, once the treat is done, here's some supplies for you. Maybe they want to take that little strip for something else. Okay, so there we go. Now I've got, instead of ribbon, I have a DSP. Here's the other thing I found that I noticed. This is one of the cards from the Memories and More card. And the fact that it says, give the gift of Christmas cheer is just a little bit too perfect. It's blank on the back. So you could, and I thought I had, but perhaps I did not. You could cut a piece of just white cardstock in the right size and just stick it on the back so you have somewhere to write. Depending what the back side of it is, it could be something else. But you could also pop one of these in. So instead of having to make a little card, it doesn't fit in the front, but it did fit in the back because I tried it. So I can stick it in there, right? So now people, here's my business card. I still haven't put my business card in there. And now I can pop this out. It's a little gift, a little bit of Christmas cheer. It's some cookies and coffee, right? So I'm going to decorate this for Christmas. I'm going to use my favorite bear. I don't want that anymore. I'm going to put a little bit of red on here too, just because I can. What do I do with my scissors? There we go. So I don't know if you guys are into table treats. I am, I guess the other thing, I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning, Thanksgiving's coming up. I usually make table treats for family Thanksgiving. I found some cute ones in the store. And yes, I will admit it. This year, we're going with the store-bought ones because they're adorable. Where did I find them? I found them at the Dollar Tree in beautiful downtown Morville. So we're going with that. Oh, look at that. I'm going to stick it right. I was going to stick it off to the side, but now I've decided I think I'm going to stick it right in the middle. Okay. So who's signing up to buy the starter kit and get the most awesome deals? I know I'm all about the treats right now, but I can't help but think. I feel like I don't normally like vlog the business as much maybe as I should. I tell you about stuff and then I'm like, okay, now you know, do it or don't. But this one is just so good. It's just so good. I'm gonna try to center that. And then I need some little dimensionals. Yeah, this very cute. Getting totally distracted from what I'm doing. I've had so much fun with this class. And every time I take it out to like take pictures or get ready, or if I have to do anything else or put any other little supplies in there, I tend to make another card. So by the time the very cute class has actually, happened, I'm going to have like my entire Christmas card and Christmas treat selection done because I will have made so many samples for this class. But that's the beauty of it. Everybody can just sort of make their own thing. I'll have samples for inspiration. All of a sudden I seem to be losing my voice. I was going to put a little label on the front of this, but I don't think I'm going to now because I just like it like this. And because when you pull this out, it says giving the gift of Christmas cheer. But there you go. Pretend that's a business card, not just a blank piece of paper. And there's another treat. So treats, mini cards. Put that one back in there. Pumpkins. It's all there. Oh, goodness. I should have mentioned at the beginning, it's going to be a shorter day today because I burnt my thumb on the air fryer just before we started. And it actually really hurts. And so it sidelined my whole thing. And I decided that I was going to do this and then I was going to like really quickly come up and try to wing it and make a fancy fold card as we were going. But my thumb hurts and I need to go find some cold water. So here are your treat holders. Like I said, I will take some pictures of these. I will take pictures of my lovely scoring measurements. Oh, and I wrote down what the size of the layer on those cards is. I'll take pictures of those and I will post them for afterwards. I might even just take one of these little cards out and put it there so people have some clue what it is that those measurements are for. If you have any questions about any of the deals, just a minute while I get my papers. If you want to come to the very cute class, remember that's the sooner you let me know, the better chance there is that I will make sure I can get you the stuff that you need for the class. Let me know if you want the link to register for World Card Making Day. I do have a group order going in tonight or early tomorrow morning. So if anybody needs any kits, I just realized half this is off the screen. How about I move this over? Needs any of the new kits, especially this little one. The Hanukkah set has already sold out. A bunch of the stuff like the stars, these amazing trinket stars came back in stock, went back out of stock. So those ones are, those aren't back till like November. But if there's anything you guys want, don't wait, because some of the stuff when it goes out, I don't know if it's going to be, oh, Wink of Stella is back. I saw that the snips were back. Some of the dies are back. There's lots of stuff back, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know for how long, because stuff has been whipping along. These things, I think this is the ribbon I used on the first one. It's a 2-pack that comes with this natural ribbon and then this copper ribbon that goes with that amazing autumn paper. Well, the autumn paper, and I think this ribbon as well, aren't back till after Thanksgiving. So that's the unfortunate part. Sometimes they will come back within the catalog period, but maybe not necessarily in time for what it was you wanted to use them for. So let me know if there's anything. I got group orders going in. I will likely have a group order going in next week because that's when some other stuff I'm waiting for myself and for others is coming back. And I will be I watch it every day. I check every day for what I'm looking for. And if I need to, group order goes in. And then again, best deal ever. So you want to do that. If you just need an easy night out, maybe you should come to Morville next Thursday night, 6 o'clock at Nourish. I will have the poster posted shortly. I realized when I did have the cards to put on it that I didn't. Anyways, it was a whole thing. I'll have this poster up very shortly. But if you guys want to come make some military or Poppy remembrance type cards, that's next Thursday at 6. What is today? Today is Wednesday. I'm going to be back on Friday. Look at that. Lazy. I think that's it. If there's nothing else, thank you so much for commenting, Tamara. I love the fact that I could see it. I'm just going to like, woo, and celebrate the fact that I actually got to see the comments during the live. Very exciting day. So that's what's up Wednesday. Me and my chicken are going to get some cold water for my burnt hand. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night, and we will see you on Friday.